Hello and welcome to a new Roaming Norway YouTube video. I was wrong when I told you that this car didn't have manual door releases in the rear of the car. A subscriber on my Norwegian channel, Effect, if you haven't checked out my Norwegian channel, please check out that as well, if you of course speak Norwegian. A subscriber there sent me a mail and said, "What? I have the same car as you and I have manual door releases in the rear." And I'm just like, nope. I tried so hard to remove these covers, I couldn't. Then he sent me pictures, it looked exactly the same, and I'm just like, okay, wow, I'm stupid. I need to actually remove these covers properly. So I go in there and I pry and try to flip them up, and I'm able to do so. So here we have it. We have manual door releases in the rear, but this is not something you would be able to do in an emergency. I needed multiple tools to remove these covers, but now that I have the emergency pull tabs, everything is completely fine. So in this video, I'm going to make up for it by installing manual door releases in this car and show you how they work. So first of all, look at this beautiful midnight cherry paint in the sun. This is the perfect scenario for this paint. It doesn't look that good when it's overcast, but now it looks amazing. Anyway, we open the door and we close the door. So we are completely locked inside the car. Let's see what happens when we don't have 12 volt or 16 volt, in this case, power on the car. This is a dangerous scenario because of course you are able to get out of the front doors by using the manual door releases in the front. And just to show you how that works, very simple manual door releases, and actually a very good design for manual door releases, because you need to a very good design for manual door releases because people use them by mistake. And when people use them by mistake, that might indicate that people use them in an emergency as well. In this case, we have no power, so we can't use this button. This button sends an electronic signal to open the door. But if you don't have low voltage power on the car, for example 12 volt or 16 volt, this won't open the door. And just to reiterate that this is a rare scenario, because Tesla has a DC to DC converter, which means that it uses the high voltage battery to charge the 12 volt even when the car is off. It always keeps the 12 volt or low voltage battery as at a safe state of charge. So this is a rare scenario. I need to say that this is a rare scenario. But if you are in a car crash and the 12 volt power somehow is cut off in that car crash, for example, or that you are completely out of charge, I mean less than 0%, like minus 3% battery on the car, and at the same time you have run the 12 volt system for so long that it's empty, this is so rare. But if it happens, you don't have low voltage power on the car. So how do you open the door? Well, you have the emergency release here. So this cheap thing from China is just connected to the manual door release under this thing. So I'll show you how you install it. It's extremely easy, but if you didn't know that the emergency release were under here, you would never ever be able to use it in an emergency scenario. So if I pull this emergency tab now, it's really hot in the car. The door will open. And as you can see, it'll pull up this thing. That was stupid. Give me it. It'll pull up this thing, and this is the cover that actually hides the manual door release inside here. This tab to a wire that's inside this hole. Why hasn't Tesla done this from the factory? Well, there can be many reasons. I have thought out some reasons. One reason may be that this little wire creates a rattle. I had to remove a tape from this wire, which is probably there to reduce rattles. So this modification can probably induce rattles, but it's probably very easily fixable as well with some double-sided tape like Tesla use. This cover is extremely hard to get on and extremely hard to get off. So there we go, and I have reset the emergency door release. And you might say, okay, you shouldn't use the manual door releases when you have power on the car or in normal scenarios. And of course you shouldn't do that. But this window will actually lower if you use the manual door release, unless you don't have power on the car. So if you use this in an emergency scenario, you might need to push the window. You can see it goes under here. You need to push the window out of this trim piece, because the window will be hidden under the trim piece. So in an emergency scenario, you pull this tab and you push the door hard out to actually, I don't know, break off this trim piece. I don't know if it will break. I don't think it will break. But in an emergency, that doesn't really matter. It's the exact same thing here. If you use the emergency door release here, the window will go down if you have power on the car. But you are supposed to use the button. And you're supposed to use the button because this will lower the window before you open the door, if you have power on the car. But it isn't dangerous to try this. And I've done the exact same thing on the other side here. Okay, so how do you install these then? Well, it's really simple, and I wanted to make this video simple because I think this is a critical safety thing with Teslas. Everyone should install these. And you might say, oh, they are ugly. Well, you can actually hide them under here. Some people have just installed a tab and hidden it under the cover itself, but then they haven't installed the cover back on. They just have a liner inside here, a plastic liner. Many ways to do this, but I like this thing, especially when you're sleeping in the car. I can put these ones up like this, and we are ready to exit the car if needed. So yeah, how do you install these? Well, it's really simple. You remove the cover. It's really hard. I tried to use a trim remover. I tried to use a screwdriver. I think the best thing you can do is to use a short screwdriver so that you can angle the screwdriver in the correct position. Remove these covers. Then you will see a couple of wires. You want the wire with the white tape in this scenario. This might look different between different Teslas actually, so you might see something different in your case. Some even have like a button you press inside there, not a button but something that you slide. So there are many different implementations from Tesla. In my case, I had a steel wire. This steel wire has some double-sided tape on it, and this is probably there to reduce rattles when you are driving. So I removed the double-sided tape, and you can actually install that back on if you are afraid of rattles. It's not that expensive to buy some tape with padding. That's a better word for it. I said double-sided tape, but it's probably just tape with padding, anti-rattle tape. Then you connect this pull tab. This pull tab has like a metal ring and some very solid fabric, and it also has Velcro so that you can install it on the side like this. These are amazing, not sponsored at all. These are just bought from China. They are very cheap, but again, you can use anything that you want. I like that they are Velcro. You install them, you install the cover back on. Yes, you will be able to pull up the cover just like I showed you very recently. And then you have manual door releases in the rear in your Tesla Model Y. This is, in this case, the 2025 made in Giga Berlin. Now, I have a question for you. What Model Y do you have? And do you have manual door releases in the rear? And how does it look? Because I've seen 3 or 4 different implementations of manual door releases in the rear. And what do you think about this modification? Will you do it? Thank you so much for watching this shorter Roaming Norway YouTube video regarding installing a manual door release tabs. I hope this is something that you want to do to increase the safety of your Tesla, which is already a pretty safe car, I would say. Thank you so much for watching Roaming Norway. More videos coming very soon. Also check out Out of Spec Reviews. I've made some videos there recently. And I will also continue to make content here and on my Norwegian channel. I also have short form content on Instagram and TikTok. All the links are in the description. Also, if you are thinking about buying a Tesla, I would really appreciate if you use tesla.roamingnorway.com. In some cases, you get a discount on your Tesla. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps out the channel. So, thank you so much for watching and see you in another video very, very soon.